Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Daily Fix. I am your usual host and presenter, Advocate Tuloyani. One of my grandchildren, yes, one of my grandchildren, said to me, I think it was a day or two ago, "Oh, why do you always start with good morning and Advocate Hoyani and your presenter? Why don't you make it a bit more, South African in favor?" So this morning I'm saying Dumelang, Molweni, Sanbonani, Hoimore, good morning. Tobela, all the languages that we speak in this country. What a beautiful country. Bishop Tutu called it the Rainbow Nation. How far we are in that regard, I am not too sure. But we are a Rainbow Nation. There are 9 official languages in this country. And it is a lovely country to live in. It is a lovely country, and I'm proud to be a citizen of South Africa. So let us get into the business of the day right away. The business of the day today is that I am in the process of writing a letter to the state president, His Excellency Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa. This will be the last letter that I'll ever write to anybody. The experience that I have with writing letters, no matter who it is that you write letters to in this country, people just ignore those letters. So I am saying to myself, the buck stops with the president. So I'm in the process of drafting that letter. It is quite a comprehensive letter. And in the next edition on Sunday morning, I will be reading you that letter verbatim, word for word. So you'll get it word for word, and I will be bringing it to you on Sunday morning. What is that letter all about? I am saying to the state president, as an individual, I am only one person out of 62 million. I'm just like a drop in the ocean. But behind me, there are thousands, if not millions, of South Africans who are concerned about what is happening in the Pretoria High Court. Sir, Your Excellency, can you do something about this? Please favor me with a reply. And that is not a reply that will be directed to me as a person. It is going to be a reply to the people of South Africa. This is our country. This is the only country we have in this world. God put us here. We did not put ourselves here. Please be aware of what is happening in the sense of Meyiwa trial and speak to your conscience and say to yourself, is this justice? I know very well that I might be ignored. I've been ignored so many times. I wrote a letter to the Minister of Justice. To this day, it's about 2 months ago. To this day, I don't have a reply. So this is why I'm saying this is going to be the very last letter that I'm going to write to anybody in this country. The buck stops with the president. So my fellow South Africans, viewers of this channel, subscribers of this channel, I am taking I'm taking the fight forward. I'm taking the fight forward. Some people are saying, why into this? Do you want to become some kind of hero? I don't want to become any kind of hero. I've lived my life well for 60 plus years, right? And in that time, I never looked for fame. This is why some of you don't even know me up to this stage. And would probably have never known me, But I've lived my life well for 60 plus years. My children have grown, they've gone through universities. I have got to now sit back and say to myself, what is it I can give back to my people? I have to give something to this country. I owe this country something. Some of us are not just going to walk around big-headed, calling ourselves advocates, when on the ground there is nothing that we are doing. For me, life has never been the quality of life for me, right? Has never been the acquisition of more money and more money and more money. I live a comfortable life, right? And life is not just about money. Life is about helping those less fortunate than yourself. This is why I've taken this initiative to provide a free legal service for the people of South Africa. Wherever you are, from Cape Town to Messina, in our days we used to call it Messina. Now I'm told it is called Musina, So we have had so many name changes since 1994. So from the Western Cape to the Limpopo to KZN to the Free State to Northwest to Mpumalanga, wherever you may be, I am ready to give you that legal advice, and it is going to be free of charge. But of course, if there are going to be some follow-ups and I have to refer you to some place where you are going to be assisted, right? It will have some overheads. There'll be expenses along the way involved. But as much as possible, we'll try and make it affordable, depending on your own financial circumstances, of course. Because justice is not for sale. Justice was never meant to be for sale, right? Of what use are these degrees that we have, hanging all over our walls in our offices? Of what use are we to this country if you call ourselves advocates? Advocates for what? So that we make more money. We have moved out of the townships. Now we're in the suburbs, right? In something we never imagined as we grew up as little children. Now we're in the suburbs. We have forgotten the very people who put us there in the first place, right? Are those poor people in the suburbs. My people in Sharpeville. Every time I pass Sharpeville, I shed a little tear in my heart, because I look at Sharpeville and say to myself, has anything changed here in the last 30 years? Pretty nothing has changed there. Pretty nothing has changed there. So it is things like that that really, touch my heart, and it is things like that that motivate me. I look at my people. There was a time, I said, let me take a metro rail, let me take a metro rail train, let me take a cow train, mix with my people, see what they live like. My people still practically live like they used to live way back in the 80s, way back in the 70s. Not much has changed for them. And it is for us as advocates, the elites in this country who must do something about that to improve the quality of our lives. Right? We need some leadership style that says, you can be the president of this country, right? But you must listen to the people. You can be the president of this country and drive a simple Polo Vivo. I'll try to give you an example. You don't have to drive a 4 million rand, BMW or Mercedes Benz to be somebody. Material things come and go. I mean, we are just in this world temporarily. The world is millions of years old, right? And the world will be here for millions of years old. So that the little time that we spend here will be quality time if we spend it, and we spend it well. And I want to invest in my own people. One of the things that I have as an ambition as a person, if you are to know me, because I'm very reluctant to talk about myself. One of the things that I want to do, I will go to my grave, but I'll start an orphanage. I will start an orphanage for those destitute children that I see on the streets of South Africa, begging out there, begging for money. Right? And I say to myself, Jesus Christ, how does a 6-year-old sleep on the streets? A 5-year-old sleeping on the streets without food, without shelter. It helps me to see things like that. But dear viewers and subscribers, I am in the process of drafting this letter, which will be immediately emailed. As soon as I'm through with the letter, I'll email it to the state president. By the time I read it for you here, the state president will be in possession of it. And I'm appealing to the state president to say, State President, is this the dispensation? Is this the freedom that we wanted to see in South Africa? We cannot be complaining and call ourselves free. We complain. Some of us have spent half my life under apartheid and half as a free person, right? And we really thought we had dreams. We had dreams of a better South Africa. People like Mandela had dreams of a better South Africa. I've also mentioned Solomon Mahlangu, somebody of my generation, who had dreams of a better South Africa. Solomon Mahlangu was hanged for the people of South Africa. Surely some of us have an obligation to do something for the people of South Africa. We are not going to get hanged by like Solomon Mahlangu, but we owe it ourselves. We owe it to our consciences to do something for the people of South Africa. I am providing a free legal service, advice service. And please take advantage of that free legal advice service. And I will not disappoint you. I will not disappoint you. In fact, in the next few episodes, what I'm going to do is I'll be engaging some of you who are beneficiaries of that legal advice to interview them here on this channel, on the Daily Fix, to say to them, what do you think about the Daily Fix? What sort of service have you got from the Daily Fix? And you'll hear verbatim from their own mouth what sort of service they're getting from the the Daily Fix. So that the Daily Fix must be a reality in people's lives. It must not just be a YouTube channel. It's not just about a YouTube channel here. We are talking about people's lives here. I want to touch people's lives and make a difference in their lives. And my starting point is the Senzo Meyiwa trial. This is why I've latched on the Senzo Meyiwa trial. There'll be many other issues and many other causes that I'll be pursuing. And God willing, I will have the strength. I still have the strength in me. I have the strength in me to go on and on and on and achieve all the objectives that I've set out for myself and the people of South Africa. So look forward in the next episode to that letter to the state president. I am not going to rant and rave at the state president. It's going to be a very respectful letter, but very forceful and impactful. And I hope the state president of South Africa will favor me with a reply, whatever that reply is. And I'll bring you that reply. That will be your reply. Just like the letter is your letter. This is not between me and the state president. This letter will be your letter. Right? And the reply will be your reply. As we trudge on this path to get justice for Senzo Meyiwa. Thank you for watching this video, and please have a nice day.